All right, in this video, we're going to talk about domain and range. So the domain is the set of all x values that can be used to evaluate a function, and the range is the set of all actual outputs of that function when it's evaluated. So here we could see that our line y equals x, we have these arrows at the end of our line here and here. This simply means that it keeps going on forever without bound, without any disruptions in the x direction and in the y direction. So for every value of x, there's going to be some output y going from negative infinity all the way to positive infinity. And so our domain in interval notation can be written as negative infinity to positive infinity. And in set builder notation, we can write the domain as the values of x such that x is an element of the real numbers. And so the range here, the range is the outputs, the actual outputs of the function when it's evaluated at a particular value of x. So here it keeps increasing without bound and it keeps decreasing without bound. So we could say our range is from negative infinity to positive infinity. And how we would write that in set notation, it's the values of y such that y is an element of the real numbers. So good. That was a pretty simple example. Our domain and range were both the same. They were both all real numbers. So let's consider an example where that's not the case. So here we have the function y equals x squared minus 2. So it's a parabola that shifted down 2 units. Here, for every value of x from negative infinity to positive infinity, it's going to have some output. So there's no restrictions on what you could put into this function. So our domain is all real numbers. And again, in set notation, you can write that the values of x such that x is an element of the real numbers. And the range. So here we can see that the lowest point or the lowest value of this function is the point 0, negative 2. This function does not, there's no graph that is drawn on here below this point. But when we evaluate this function at 0, we get negative 2. So 0 squared minus 2 equals negative 2. So we can include this point in the graph. So our range is from negative 2 to infinity. And in set builder notation, we can write the range as the values of y such that y is greater than or equal to negative 2. Sorry.